Headlines, front page, I believe, was in one of the papers in New York. Boy, I think 5 years old, handcuffed in school, out of control. I said, wait a minute, it's a 5-year-old handcuffed? And the story is he disturbed whatever the supervising principal, if it was of the pre-K, whoever was getting out of control. Instead of the security maybe restraining him as gentle as he can, it might be difficult, or getting help, they handcuff the kid. That makes sense?
No, I can't see a 5-year-old
You know the story
kid.
I'm talking about?
Yes. I can't see a 5-year-old being that big, that strong, and becoming that far out of control that two adults couldn't get him under control without handcuffing him.
And the first thing I would do is I would call the people above me. How should we handle this kid? And if he has issues, then as soon as I get the kid a little bit controlled, I would get all parties involved, including the parents,
School-based support team,
and make a game plan. And I would never have handcuffed the kid because it traumatized the kid. I don't know. Look, there could be some justification. I don't know, but I can't conceive of any. I mean, many times your kids get out of control. I never hit my kids. Maybe I should have. I don't know, but I never did it. But the point is, it bothers me. And the worst part, it's headlines in one of the local newspapers. Really good for the New York City image that we handcuffed 5-year-olds in schools when they got out of control, wherever it was. Can you ever seen a kid, and you're in a school, you get some very intelligent kids, and you get some rough kids, because
Yes.
it's a mixed neighborhood. You ever heard of a kid in school that getting handcuffed in high school?
Yes.
What do they do to
Yes.
get handcuffed?
If they bring a weapon in and have a fight,
Okay,
the
they're a
police
threat.
will be called and they will be taken out in handcuffs.
The police,
Intruders,
not local security, the police.
But the school, what we call the security guards in school, now properly the SSOs, they are now under the auspices of the NYPD.
So if you had a kid that was 5 years old, out of control, and you were a teacher, wild, you would call security. You expect them to do what with the kid? Restrain the kid with handcuffs? Or restrain the kid as gentle as possible? If it's a 5-year-old kid?
I would expect them not to use handcuffs.
Right.
If the kid was out of control, I would expect him to be removed from the classroom. The parent should be called immediately. The school psychologist should be notified.
So a team.
A team, a school-based support team, plus the parents.
You would interview the parents at a later date to see if the kid had some medical condition.
Right.
Okay. Also, you would check anything that triggered off the event. Sometimes kids lose it.
Right.
And maybe we could find out why.
Right.
Reacting to the effect and not the cause.
Right.
Okay.
Plus, historically, go back to last year's teacher, see what developments were going on there with the student, with the last year's teacher.
So there must be a lot of pressure on teachers today. You have a kid in a class.
There's a lot of things.
Because they're very sensitized that you are bad and everybody else is good, and teachers are always worried about that. They always blame the teacher for something. Is that correct?
The teacher's always on the bottom of the totem pole. A student has to take care of themselves. If a teacher has 5 classes and 140 students, the teacher has to look after 140 people a day, 140 different personalities.
But this was very disturbing. I never heard this in my life. Yet, I can imagine there are kids on medicine. There's some kids have a fit because of the medicine. Maybe we're prescribing maybe too much medicine to kids today. And some of them can have some opposite effects in some situations.
That should all become part of the investigation. What medicines are there?
So the best treatment for a problem is to find things to prevent subsequent problems, learn from it. Is that true?
Yes.
So it's a part of the education system.
Yeah.
You learn and you improve.
It's a learning experience.
So in other words, we hope we don't see any more headlines like this. Is that true?
We hope not. I don't think any school wants to be in the newspaper for that.
Only want to know if the kids got good scores.
Yeah.